All right. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Punch Life Back. This is all about exploring what it takes to, I don't know, like really be resilient and to thrive in life. So, to give you like a quick rundown in general, okay, this is my first time streaming, obviously, so let me check. I think I might be blowing out your ears with my mic. That looks, I'm really excited, so I'm really loud. So typical of me. Just ask my friends. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Let me see. Nope, still pinging pretty high. Oh, that's better. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, okay, I'm just not gonna watch it anymore. Yeah, so kind of to give you a really quick rundown of, in general, what to expect when you tune in on Thursdays from 1 to 3 p.m. Pacific time, is that we'll have like a basic open hour of exploration on resiliency and thriving. And, like that's where I'll bring in guests that are, an expert in some sort of related topic. I'll introduce like fun games or tools you can use to accomplish those things. Yeah, like we'll just have open discussion time and do things like that. Today, we will be playing some Habitica. So if you haven't ever seen Habitica before, it's really cool. I think their log line is Gamify Your Life, and it's basically a tool that like you use to develop habits that support you in the life you want to have. So it's cool, and they do it in a way that us gamers can relate to. So yeah, like I realize I'm doing something a little bit different than what we're all used to seeing on Twitch. And, so like why Twitch? Why have I chosen to do it here? Well, one, I'm a fan of Twitch. It's been in my life now for many years. I have friends that are involved and a lot of people in my life watch Twitch. I've been lucky enough to go to TwitchCon like the last 3 times, so I just like Twitch. So I'm wanting to support Twitch and be here and support all of you guys who also love Twitch. So, yeah, so let's see. I think a good way to start is just to, I don't know, define life coaching, right? And because that's what I do. I am a life coach and I specialize in resiliency. I specialize in punching life back. So, yeah. And yeah, I noticed that I'm like super kind of like pixelated, and that's due to my green screen not being the best setup yet. So, that is definitely something that I will work to improve on this channel. And hopefully, I don't just stare at myself the entire time. Because, oh, hey, Mrs. Scott Evans! Yeah. All right. I love her. She's one of the best people in the whole wide world. So welcome, Miss. Oh, sorry, Mrs. I was gonna be Missy. Mrs. You can tell I'm really excited. Okay, so yeah, we all probably have our own definitions of coaching. We've been coached before, or like we know somebody who is getting coached and they maybe started acting like really, really weird or like spiritually woo woo or whatever, right? Like we all probably have these preconceived thoughts about what coaching is. So I thought it would be a good moment on this inaugural cast to let you know what I think really good life coaching is. So a good coach, like quite simply stated, but very like profoundly executed, is that they help you overcome like any and all obstacles so that you get to accomplish in life whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, and so you can become whoever it is that you want to become. So they also like the really good coaches, and that's like the generic definition of coaching, right? Now for like the specific uh, qualities of really excellent life coaching. So, really top notch life coaches, I believe, help you show up authentically in life so that everything you do is like moving you closer and closer and closer to fulfilling your potential. Okay, so they they like they co-create with you really innovative plans of action. So like, we all know how everybody does something, right? So say like, I don't know, I was an actress for a long time. So say you wanted to be an actor. It's like you could go online and Google and find out like how does one become an actor? Well, you do A, B, C, D, blah blah, and then you're famous, right? Like there are a lot of there's a lot of information out there that will tell you how most people accomplish something. But really good life coaching comes up with like takes all that information in and then comes up with a like kick-ass, innovative, like really new and exciting plan of attack that's tailored to you. And they do this by unlocking your creativity and your wisdom. Like you are capable of uh, a lot more than you probably give yourself credit for, and you are quite brilliant, and you may not recognize that. And life coaches help you unlock that part of yourself so that you have this really cool approach to life and to getting what you want. All right, so what else? I'm looking at my notes because there's a lot. I had to ask myself, what am I going to do for an hour? Yeah, because, oh, the second hour is really cool, but I will tell you about that in a minute. Okay, so really good life coaches, they listen. Like they listen exceptionally well, okay? And they do this for many reasons, but one of I think the most important benefits that you get is that you show up to coaching and like you've got these plans, these goals that you're wanting to accomplish, and that's what you're paying a coach to work with you on. And then like right before your session, some like shitty experience happens and now you're all like stressed about it, right? So, one of the benefits of a coach who listens really well is you just get to unload and like get it off your chest, process it so that you're able to get right back and focus again on what's really important. And so it reduces the distractions that life can cause so that you stay really powerful and empowered. Um, what else? Oh, okay. This is super important. Really good life coaches, they don't do certain things. So, number one, they don't make assumptions. Okay? So they're going to be asking you, hi, my chat is like so far away. Hi, Tumpimo. I'm good. How are you? Excellent, excellent. Welcome. Yeah. Welcome to Punch Life Back. Um, Yeah, so I was just saying how what really good life coaching is and isn't. So, really good coaches, they don't make assumptions. So that means they're going to be asking you lots and lots of questions. And they're doing that so that they're super clear on what it is you're representing and what it is that you want. And it also is so that you end up being super clear too on what it is you're representing and what you want in life. So that's really cool. They they don't judge you. They don't. Like they meet you where you're at, wherever that is, and yeah, they just do it. Hi there, Rolotex. Welcome to Punch Life Backs. Yeah, if I could do that, I would have a green screen situation that was working really, really well for me. And as you can see, like I'm all, yeah, like what's that? It's like all pixelated and stuff, and that was the best I could pull off for today. So yeah. Um, hey there, Ray 501. Welcome. Cool, you guys. I'm so glad you're here. I'm just talking about so basically, I am a life coach. I specialize in resiliency and I help people punch life back and just overcome whatever it is that comes up in their life. And my motto is stay true, never settle. And that's what I help people do. So we're just talking about coaches and what really good coaches they don't do. And yeah, so they don't judge you. They meet you where you're at. You know, simple, straightforward. Um, they they also like they don't like push their agenda onto you. They don't tell you, I mean, they don't tell you what you should and shouldn't do, you know? Like they just help you do what you want to do and be who you want to be. They serve your plan. That's all. And here's one that oh, I'm reading chat. It's hard because it's so far away. Yeah, yeah, I in League of Legends, I am a silver, and Wow, that's awful. Okay. Haha. Yeah, that that was fun. Um, yeah, I think I basically just I don't know if this is possible, but I feel like I just overloaded my computer's ability to recognize USBs because I had to, I don't know, unplug this. So, anyways, I got a fully charged headset. I have no idea whatsoever where I left off. Let me see. Maybe chat can help. Da 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 da. Yay. Okay, well it's working. So, um, yeah. So I was just what I was wrapping up basically what really good coaches don't do, and that's that they don't give advice. And I think that's where I got cut out. So if you heard it, bear with me. I'll be quick about it. But basically, they don't give advice. And my purpose as a coach, like my goal is to make myself obsolete. And that might sound kind of strange, but the truth is, like I want the people that I work with, right? Like my clients, I want them all to become their own best coach so that they don't need me. They don't have to keep shelling out hard-earned money just so that they can accomplish what it is that they want to accomplish. And so, if a coach is giving you advice, just I recommend finding a different person. It's not what you want. Um, yeah, and so like kind of like all of this is to say that it's probably pretty clear right now that if you um, are getting coached, you can see that it requires you to be pretty fucking brave. And you like cuz basically you're being honest to somebody else about what you want, what's important to you, and then you are going to be taking steps to get that stuff. And it just takes a lot of risk taking. So, with that being said, guys, I on this channel have like a zero tolerance policy for trolling. Now, obviously, I'm not like super good at streaming yet. So I may not catch trolls in my chat, and I may not be able to get on top of it right away, and that's just part of my learning curve. But know that I will be coming after you, and I'm gonna do my best to keep this channel this is an incredibly public space, so I'm gonna do my best to keep it as safe as possible. So like while it's like a cliche that kind of bugs me, it like I'm gonna make it true here, which is if you can't say anything nice, just please, please don't say anything at all. I don't want to have to ban you, but I will. I will. So, oh, okay, like this is something huge that I can't believe I've left out until now. So, with this stream, it's going to happen every Thursday, right, from 1 to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is what the first hour is like. Like, I'm gonna ramble, I'm gonna play some games or whatever, and connect to you guys around all this resiliency stuff and life stuff. And then the second hour, we're actually gonna have some live coaching that you all get to watch. So typically, it's going to be like basically two 30-minute coaching sessions. And today it's a little different. I have my really good friend Tom. He's a fellow coach. He's coming on, and I'm going to coach him. And I'm doing that so that you guys get to see a little bit about what this is like, because you guys have an opportunity to volunteer to come onto the stream. Yeah, yeah, and be really, really brave and get some coaching. And this like one of the main reason why I'm here um is that, sorry, I was just getting distracted by by the fun that's happening over there. Um is that I want, like, I have a mission, okay? And it's for coaching to be accessible to everybody. Because all of us, I'm so distracted, like it looks like my hand is from a different body. Because all of us deserve to benefit from coaching if we want to, but not all of us can afford to, especially if you live, like, if you don't live in a big city, it's hard to find somebody. And then if you do live in a big city, the prices tend to come at like a steep premium. And like, not all of us can afford that, and that just sucks, and I don't want it to be that way. So the second hour of this stream is dedicated to changing that, to making coaching available to whoever wants to receive it. So if that's something you want to volunteer for, um, it does for sure. Like, you are being super brave, and I commend you, and that is awesome. And you can email me at info@punchlifeback.com, and we'll schedule that out on one of these Thursdays, whichever one works for you. In the future, I'm gonna have a specific web link you can go to sign up, and you won't have to email me like that directly. But for now, if you want to volunteer for coaching, it's info@punchlifeback.com. So yeah, and oh, I should say, like, you don't have to come on through video if you don't want to. I realize that's probably the most intimidating form of doing it. You can just come on with audio, either through your phone or your computer, and we'll hide your video feed if you have one. And I mean, if you want me to use an alias, I will. I will call you by a different handle than the one you are using here publicly. So I will do whatever I can to make coaching on this channel as comfortable and safe as possible. And yeah, and I'm excited for when you join me there. And for today, like I said, my friend Tom is coming on, and he and I are just going to demonstrate a little bit, like, what the coaching process looks like, and especially what it looks like with me as the coach. Every coach is different, and you may not like me, and that's cool. You may not, I'm not gonna be a good fit for all of you. So I just want to give you a good flavor today, a taste. Uh, I need to check my, yes, anyways, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, so, see, we're at 120. Oh, that's cool. We're doing good. I have volume. I have a feed. I got peeps. Hi, peeps. Okay. Um, so I guess in that vein of giving the flavor of who I am as a coach, I want to share with you my like basically my coaching life philosophy. Because, like, one, like, for sure, like, you're seeing me now, and like you're getting a feel for whether or not you're gonna want to tune in again. But this will, like, really let you know, because if you're at all like me, when you hear people like say what they believe, sometimes, like, it's just not something that makes any sense to you, and they're just not your people. So I want to be respectful and give you all that chance to reject me, basically. And it's all good either way. Um, so basically, and yeah, and this is gonna get like, I don't know, pretty serious, just so you know. Hi there, people. Wow, I need to get chat alerts. There's value in those. Um, yeah. So basically, I believe that we are all like ridiculously, like crazy, ridiculously lucky to be alive. Like that's kind of like my starting point. So not all days, obviously, but I do wake up and I'm usually very, very grateful for being alive. And mathematicians have done their best to like measure or quantify the odds of any of us getting born. And I don't know if you've seen that number, but like it is like in the I don't even know what to call that number. It is so big that like I cannot wrap my brain around it. So what I did is I translated it into the odds of winning the lottery. So, are you ready? Okay, so the odds of you being born is like winning the lottery not once, not twice, but 290,000 times. What? What? All right, there it is. Yes. Yeah. So being born, like winning the lottery 290,000 fucking times. Like that is just insane. I mean, yeah. So there you have it. We're all really really lucky. So the second thing I believe is that there is no such thing as fate or destiny. That we all are the creators of how we experience our lives and like what we do with our lives. So, um, just sorry, I'm just adjusting my mic level. It looks really bad. Okay. I'm not hearing you guys complain in chat, so I think I'm okay. I will be working on fixing this mic mess by next week, and hopefully I'm able to do that. Um, so yeah, like there is no fate, there is no destiny, that we really are in charge of how we experience our lives, and whether or not we make like whether or not our lives are like a heaven or a hell is basically up to us. And like I completely like acknowledge that we are all born with like a certain set of limitations, right? Like we like an obstacles. So and maybe we're not born with them. Maybe they come from our environment, our family, our culture, whatever. Like and those are very real obstacles. But what I'm saying is that as long as we have a brain that is functioning where we're able to make choices and choose what we do, then then we are ultimately in control of our fate, of our destiny. Okay? So assuming that you guys like want to make a heaven out of your time here instead of like a hell type experience, um, we got to have an idea like how to do that. And like super fortunately, there is a whole field out of psychology called positive psychology, and they are spending millions of dollars doing research to tell us exactly what that is. So, um, so like traditional psychology, they like take a client, right? And they're trying to figure out how to move somebody from like a negative experience. So like if everybody's on a number line, they're trying to figure out the people who are in the negative and like they're trying to move them to neutral, just back to zero, so they can survive, right? Well, positive psychology came and said, oh, well, why don't we also do research and figure out how to take people from neutral into the positives? Why don't we figure out how to help people thrive and flourish in life? And so, as somebody who really appreciates and values uh, research and science, I am using what positive psychology has found to be true so far, and I'm bringing it into the coaching practice and into the kind of philosophy of how one can build a heaven on earth. And since I hate using the term heaven and hell, we're just going to call that thriving versus surviving, right? And surviving is just where you're like it's just life sucks, but you're alive and you're eating and you've got a roof over your head or whatever. Versus thriving, which is life is awesome and you never want it to end and you're doing everything that you want to do. So, so positive psychology roughly says that there are three parts to making a thriving life. One is feeling like you are connected to other people. Two is feeling fulfillment in your life. And three is feeling like your life has meaning and purpose. So I I guess I want to like pause here and say that those three things are how are like the framework I use as a coach to partner with people to help them design their lives. And that one skill that is really really crucial to being able to do that is awareness. And by awareness I mean it's that moment where you literally in your brain become aware of what's going on in your brain, and it's awareness that creates the space for you then to make choices. And remember, like through choices we create the outcome of our life. So awareness is a super key skill. It's something that I care about. It's something that like I'll be sharing like tips and tools and that kind of stuff with you guys in the future. But it's not like the focus of my practice. The focus is resiliency. Okay? And the reason it's resiliency is in part because resiliency is just as important as awareness. It's just as crucial. It's probably more crucial. I don't know. It's just really crucial. I focus on that over awareness in large part because anybody can go out and figure out how to increase their awareness. Like mindfulness meditation is a really good way to do it. A lot of research has backed it up, but there's not a lot of information out there about resiliency, and resiliency has been incredibly important in my life, and so it's what I care about and it's what I offer. Um, so I guess at this point I'll tell you why that is. Why am I hanging my hat, my professional time on resiliency and coaching? So I've I've always been kind of annoyingly called to fulfill my potential for as long as I can remember. But that's led to a really like challenging and fun life. So I was an actress for about 14 years, and like I was a full-time caregiver for my grandmother for 6 years, and I got to be with her when she died, and then I was fortunate enough to do the same kind of thing for my grandfather when he passed away. I was a communications manager. I've started a couple small businesses, but it was like, yeah, this story. Whew. Um, it was my last business endeavor that has brought me here. And basically, I was given the once in a lifetime opportunity to partner with my husband and my father in law to to build a retirement community. And this is something that I cared about more than I've cared about any other dream, in large part because the time I spent taking care of my grandmother, I came face to face with just how horrible most of the options are for our elders. And this was my opportunity to offer something not horrible, but something wonderful. So our community was going to be more like going back to college, where there was passion, adventure, learning, engagement with life and growth and all that stuff, instead of what norm like kind of typically happens, which is they go somewhere to be forgotten or to forget. So it was something that like I cared a crazy amount about, just a crazy, crazy amount. And unfortunately, life like took this boulder, kind of like that, like Looney Tunes anvil, and like just dropped it on top of me and my dream and our family. And what happened is like life punched me so unbelievably hard. And what happened is my father-in-law got really stressed over the project that he wasn't able to sleep. And so for about longer than 3 weeks, he was lucky to have like an hour of sleep a night. And for people who experience that kind of sleep deprivation, they can have psychotic breaks. And unfortunately, my father-in-law had that, and during that break, he took his life. Um, so I knew that like obstacles happen when we're following our dreams. I had no fucking clue though that that could be like a life devastating boulder that. Sorry guys, I don't know what my audio's doing. Anyways, I didn't know that dreams could be like could come up against like such horrible shit. So I I had a choice to make. I could either start I could do what I wanted to do, which was start living small. Like I could build up all of my defenses, and I could start hiding, and I could start avoiding who it is I wanted to be and what I wanted to do with my life, and I could just start surviving, and I could walk away from thriving. Or I could stay in the discomfort, in the profound discomfort, and learn how to be resilient and fucking persevere and continue living all out. And through resiliency and the skills that I've learned about resiliency, that's what I've done, and that's what I continue to choose to do. And I'm here as a resiliency coach now because our culture, especially like our heroes are people who are bold and brave, and they blaze their own trails. um but like our culture, yeah, it doesn't really tell us what to do when life hits us. It doesn't teach us how to punch life back. And that sucks. Like people who are bold and courageous, and like the people who are changing the world in their own unique way, are left out high and dry, and it's not okay, and I'm here to do my part in fixing that. So, this is all to say that resiliency helps us continue to live offensively so that we don't become defensive livers when liver sounds like an organ. We don't start living defensively when life hits us really hard. And it's going to. You guys, I mean, you all know that, but we all are hit by inevitable losses, if nothing else. And we got to be resilient if we want to achieve the life we want to achieve, and be who we want to be. Um, so resiliency helps us sustain a lifestyle of thriving. And on a more like small level, it helps us achieve connection to other people, fulfillment and meaning in our lives, because it is that skill that teaches us how to be okay with being uncomfortable. And we all have to be uncomfortable if we're going to have relationships with people that are close, if we're going to become fulfilled. And that means pursuing our dreams, pursuing things that are important to us. That requires risk taking and vulnerability and discomfort. Same thing with meaning and purpose. It's all so much dependent on how the long term haul and the short term, how much we're willing to get uncomfortable and stay uncomfortable. And like, none of us like it. Like, I have yet to meet somebody who likes being uncomfortable. Like, we are programmed to run from it, to do whatever we can not to feel it. So it takes guts. It takes guts to do this kind of work. But that's why I'm here. So yeah, so I've now like talked philosophy like probably way too long on you guys. Um, so thanks for hanging in there. I wanted to make sure I got it all out in the inaugural broadcast. Like I said, I wanted to give you all a chance to get a real feel for who I am, what I'm doing, so that you're not wasting your time. If you don't like what you hear, you don't need to tune in, and that's totally cool. You guys, you're valuable, and how you spend your time is valuable. So I wanted to give you guys that opportunity to say no to me. That's all. So, so I've got something kind of fun. Well, I think is fun, but I'm kind of nerdy. Let me make sure I have it set up. Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. So one of the tools I like using to accomplish all of this kind of stuff is called Habitica. Da, 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 da. Yeah, and it's free, which is one of the best things about it. You can go to, I think, Habitica, yeah, habitica.com, and their tagline is gamify your life. So what it is you can see, I have in the upper left there, let's see, I have an avatar, and here I am, Punch Life Back. I'm a level 1 warrior, but essentially you create a profile and you get your own little avatar and your own handle, your own health bar, your own experience bar, and we all start out as a level 1 warrior. Eventually there are other classes. You could be like a rogue, a healer, and a warrior. I feel like there's a fourth, but I can't remember it. But essentially what you do is you create a list of habits, and these are things that well, here, we'll start here in the middle. So dailies. These are things that you want to do every single day. And remember that I was talking about how creating a life of thriving, which requires resiliency, requires that we make choices. And one of the things that we do is we make choices about what we do every day, and the actions that we take over time create the life that we want, or it creates a life that we don't want. So dailies is a section where we can take control and, in a fun way, using Habitica, do things that we want to do every day. So for example, every day I want to meditate for 10 minutes. Cool. So I just added this. And you can show more. I'm going to edit it. So I could add notes in here like do it or else. I always put off meditation. I don't know what's up with that. I know it's like one of the most important things I could do. I just don't do it all that well. So I'm going to mark it hard, and that means I'm going to get more experience points. I could add checklist items if I wanted. It doesn't really make sense to do that for meditation. I'm going to start today, and you can set it to repeat, so this repeats daily for me, and I'm not going to tag it. The streak is how many days in a row you've done it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Sorry, I don't have two monitors yet. Let me know in chat if you guys are having problems. Okay, so saved. So let's say that I meditated today. I didn't. But say that I had. I would go into Habitica on the desktop or my phone, and I would push that. Whoa! I gained some gold. I gained some experience. Look at that, you guys. So, as I click my stuff off, my experience is going to go up and I'm going to level. What? Yes, I am. And at different levels, things unlock for you. So there, yeah, I lost my gold in my experience. I'm being honest, and I didn't actually meditate. So dailies are the things that um, you want to make sure that you're doing every day and that you have to do every day. So if tomorrow comes around and I haven't meditated and I haven't checked this off, my health is going to go down. And yes, I could die if I let my health get too low. Um, which is cool. Like you can actually see how your choices are either adding to your health or they're killing you. And I like that. It's pretty dramatic and I like it. So to-dos are like your big projects that you're not going to be doing every day. So let's see. Like I need to finish landscaping my yard. It's such a huge project. I'm editing it. I would definitely add checklist items here, like um, weed front area and uh, fertilize. I've got a bunch of fruit trees and stuff, but I will say, oh, I don't know how to spell raspberries. Is that right? Fertilize raspberries. Yeah, and that's going to be hard. I don't have a due date for this, so I'm going to leave it blank. And you see, here it is, and as I do it, like say I just weeded the front yard, I can check off part of it, but not all of it. And then once it's all checked off, I can do that, and I get the reward for it. Oh no, I can't take it back. Oh no, now I have experience that I didn't earn. What am I gonna do? I'm one of those annoying gamers who like tends to always play by the rules and is always a very honorable character. I love RPGs, and as many times as I've like tried to be a bad person, I never succeed. So that sucks. I would like to take that back, but I can't. Okay, I'm mindful of the time here because my friend Tom is going to join us soon for some live coaching. Um, so then a habit is the things that you want to have become habit. So say I didn't floss my teeth. I would like to floss my teeth in AM, and I would like to. Oh my gosh, I can't type. Don't blame it. Don't blame me. Blame my forefingers. Um, okay. So if I do it, yay, I did it. If I didn't do it, oh no, I didn't do it, and you get dinged. So that's cool. So, and you can take away the plus or minus option in here. But what's something that's kind of cool, like say I'm trying to quit smoking. Um, so I'm gonna put smoking there. Okay, so let's just say smoking is never a good thing. So I'm taking away the positive option. Now I just have the negative. So say I just went out and smoked, I can ding myself and see my health come down. Um, yeah, Snatchernaut, it is my first stream. Hi. Hi. Welcome. So yeah, that's how that works, and the idea is that over time, these things will just become automatic, and you can take them off of here. Um, so another cool thing is that you have rewards over here. So okay, so I have 7 gold pieces, and that means I can buy a training sword. Sweet. Yes, I'm gonna buy it right now because I need a weapon in me hands. Yeah, and that's all I can afford now. But here's a healing potion. If I've really been sucking and I've smoked like a pack and I'm all the way down to the bottom of my health, I could, if I have the money, I can drink a potion, chase it with another drug, and get all better. Um, so that's cool. And like you can add a reward. So I don't know, say like, I want a mic for stream that doesn't keep dying on me. In fact, I need to check. Okay, good. My mic is still working. Um, that's my reward, and I have it set to 10, which is clearly not enough. Like I really need to earn that because that costs a lot of real money. So let's say 500 gold pieces. Yeah, and so now I could buy it if I had the money, and then I'd have to have the real money. That's a whole nother thing. But yeah, so this is how Habitica works, and um, yeah, and you could just stay here and enjoy it yourself, or you could accept my invitation, and I am going to start a party. Let's see, play Habitica in a party. Take on amazing quests with friends or on your own. Battle monsters, create challenges, and help yourself stay accountable through parties. What? Yeah, so, want to join a party? No, because I want my own party and I want you all to join it. So we're gonna create a party here. Yay, Punch Life Back's party. Member list 1. Woo! That's a win. um, so yes, I agree to the community guidelines. So in a party, I like over time as you play Habitica, you're going to collect things like so there's random drops after like level 2 or something. And as you're like clicking off your things, there's like potions will drop, eggs will drop that hatch into all different kinds of animals that you can collect. Items drop, and quests, I believe, also drop. So, um, in our party, we can activate a quest, and then what happens is we're all fighting a boss, and our daily actions help damage the boss. And say the here's the thing though, like once we're all linked together like that, if I have a day where I just suck ass and don't do anything, you all are going to be dinged on your health, at least some, because of it. I believe because the boss ends up doing damage to us. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot when I've done it before. So yeah, so I can have up to 35 people in my party and I can invite friends. So if you can't find me on your end on Habitica, you can always email me at info@punchlifeback.com and I will invite you to our Habitica party and we'll get shit done together. Yeah, so that's that. And then I wanted to I have a couple minutes left before I'm going to bring my friend Tom on for some live coaching. Um, and oh no, you can see things you probably aren't supposed to be able to see. Ignore all that then. If you hack my Habitica account, you're going to be a level 1 warrior. Big whoop-diddy-doo. Um, let's see. So, oh, I can send things to you guys eventually. So that's not what I want. Okay. Oh, here we go. Up at the top. Tasks. That's what we were looking at. Here's my inventory. Oh, I have one hatching potion, but I don't have any eggs, so I can't hatch the animal. I have a special, and I do have one quest, so when I have people in my party, I'll start that up. There are shops, of course. This is a free to use game. Um, so like these are all these are, money that you earn in game that you can buy this equipment. These are like subscription bonuses. So there is that kind of stuff. These are cool. I can send you guys birthday cards and stuff like that with my own money in like my game money. Um, yeah, so there's stuff you can buy. Here's quests. You see you can buy quests. As we earn money, we can buy quests, and then with a subscription, we can get more quests. And if when I have a big party, I'll go ahead and make sure we have a ton of quests to do that are fun. Seasonal shop. Well, apparently Habitica doesn't like the holidays because there is nothing here. Yeah, so party. I feel like there's a way that I should be able to choose what I look like. Come on, people. Anybody know how to do that? Anybody familiar with Habitica? Dun dun dun. Nope, that never works. Items, no. Equipment. Oh, no, what happened to it? Oh, okay. There. Oh, I have a sword now in my hand and a flower in my hair. What kind of warrior am I? Get that. I want that flower out of my hair. Okay, no, now the flower's just on a hat. This is dumb. Dumb. Bardic robes. Oh, so it gives us attributes. All right. Let's see. Anyway, so eyewear. Do we want glasses? White, standard, red. I don't like pink. Yellow. Oh my gosh, I look like a really weird Bob Ross. Um, there's gotta be a way though that I can like change the background and I like my hair color to make it look a little bit more like me. That would be cool. I know this is possible. Hmm. What? You guys, I have animals. What? Veteran tiger, a turkey, just a regular turkey, and a veteran wolf. I think my weird Bob Ross avatar would have the turkey. Wait, why is my turkey not showing up? Come on. It should be on. See, it should be like in the little avatar. Um, that is lame. Well, there is a way to do this. Challenges, group, no. Guilds, no. Although you guys, just so you know, you can pause damage. You can check into the tavern basically, and that means I'm asleep. And you do that, if you're going on vacation and you don't want to die because you're not, eating your green smoothie in the morning or something like that. And you can talk to other people in the world, in the Habitica world, through tavern chat. Um, yeah, there are guilds. I don't understand that yet, but theoretically we may have a guild someday. I think we'll start with a party and see how that goes. Yeah, but there are public guilds for like life hackers. These are people who are using Habitica to learn life hacks, and artists, and ooh, a gamers union. What? Okay, I could just get lost down here. So, but yeah, there's cool things over here. Not what I was looking for. Shop, still not inventory. Come on. Come on, yo. Well, I don't see it. So, I'll tell you what, guys. We've come to the part of the cast that I'm gonna bring my friend Tom on, and he is a fellow coach. He's a friend of mine. He is an awesome guy, and he's to tell you how awesome is he is, like he's volunteered to show up and be coached by me today in front of all you guys, and he's like he didn't hear about Twitch. He didn't know what Twitch was until I introduced it to him. So he's being really brave. So please, a reminder, zero tolerance policy for being a dick or trolling, any of that kind of stuff. Hey, I this is the strangest thing. I can game like all day long. I can be playing League of Legends with my mic and it doesn't do this, but for some reason when I stream for the first time, I lose it. Okay, so that beep was my friend Tom. I am gonna take a quick break to connect with him. It'll be about 5 minutes and we'll be back. All right. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Catherine. How are you?
I'm
How's it?
good. I'm good. How are you?
It's good. It's raining where I'm at, but I kind of like the rain, so it's nice.
Yeah, yeah. I woke up to a downpour here in Los Angeles, and like that almost never happens.
Yeah, no kidding.
So I was really surprised. But yeah, I mean, so like I said, guys, this is my good friend Tom. He's a fellow coach, and he is my guinea pig. So he
I like.
yeah. Yeah, Tom, this is completely new to Twitch, so it'll be fun after this is over, Tom, when you see what our Twitch stream looked like, because you really have no idea, you know.
Zero.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because all you're seeing right now is just my face. So, anyways, thank you again for being here and for being willing to be my guinea pig. And I was saying earlier how the purpose of us doing this today is really to let the viewers know, um, like get that like let them have an experience of what coaching actually is. And yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I think people still haven't. I don't really grasp about what we do as coaches and things,
Hmm.
and so this is just another good platform for that learning, for
Yeah.
that aspect.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And also for them to get a good feel about me and how I coach,
Yep.
and give them a real choice on whether or not they want to come back. So,
Of course.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. So, with that being said, are you ready? Ready for some
I am
coaching?
ready.
Okay.
Yep.
So, what would you like to have some coaching around today?
So what I want to discuss or get coaching on is just recently, just kind of opening with my coaching business, really getting into it, and so I'm really, and then really taking that step of being a working from home, and so
Mm.
it's just really all new to me,
Hmm.
and I'm not. I'm feeling like I'm not cutting up my day like I need to be. I just get too distracted, or I do this, or I do that. So just I'm not. I just feel like I'm all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, so in other words, you're embarking on this like new business, right? And it's a big transition. You're working from home, and you're not really confident that you're organizing your day in a way that is supportive of your new business.
Of my new business and also just
Hmm.
of my day
Okay.
of my entire day. So I still
Okay.
want to balance in my wellness stuff, my
Hmm.
workouts,
Hmm.
and then still my social side, seeing people, going to
Hmm.
appointments, and seeing clients and or potential clients and doing these kinds of things. And I just not. It just like it's all of it. It's all over the place. I just get like squirrel, right? I get over here, and then I squirrel, and then I do this, and then I focus too much on my wellness, and I focus
Yeah.
too much on social. I'm just all over the place.
Okay. Yeah, so in other words, like you're basically like following the fun of the distraction and then kind of waking up and realizing that you've let all these other important things go.
Right, exactly. I mean, for
Okay.
forever, I've had a job, and especially these last 10 years, just the structure. So what
Mm,
I've realized is the job gave me my life structure because
mm,
you had to be there at this time, you left at this time, you worked on these days, you have these
mhm.
days off. And
Yeah.
so without that structure, the feeling is phenomenal, but then it is also comes with some areas that I think I'm not I need a little bit more structure than what I have now.
Okay. Yeah, so what would you like to specifically accomplish before the end of our time together then?
I would really like to see if we can create some sort of structure schedule, knowing,
Mhm.
understanding that I need it to flow, right? Because between some of my wellness stuff I want to accomplish, my work stuff, and my social stuff and all those, I want to get those all in and balance them better, at least knowing when it, because I am not, and really the new work side of my day
Mm,
is the one I'm least paying the most attention to. I'm like, I just have this feeling like, I'll just do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll
mm,
just do it tomorrow. And then all of a sudden I get bogged down, and then I forget about what I was going to do today
mhm,
and get that done.
mhm. Okay, so you want to make sure then that by the end of our time you have a schedule set in place that continues including space for the things that you've been doing and want to keep doing, and also make like guarantees that you have the space in there and the time given towards your coaching business.
Yes, just a. I don't need it to be rock solid, but I
Hmm.
need a generalized outline because I know it's going to be fluid. That
Okay.
part I know, and I'm
Okay.
okay with that. Actually, that's some of what I really enjoy, to be
Hmm.
honest with you, is the fluidity of my day as opposed to my past life,
Hmm.
where everything was
Hmm.
pretty structured. I went to lunch here, I got back from
Hmm.
lunch from here, and those kinds of things.
Yeah, so a structure that is flexible by its nature.
Right.
Okay. All right, I'm going to take that down as a note. So then when thinking about the structure that's flexible, how will you know that we've been successful in doing that for you?
The way I work a lot is just off of feel. And so
Hmm.
I'll know once we look at a schedule, and I'm not saying we're going to do every day, but just
Hmm.
really starting to cut up some things that I'll say, oh, that's it. And I
Hmm.
know what I need to be doing. Because some of it might be just some tools, right? I don't know if I need some tools, better tools that I'm doing now, or just making more commitments to certain areas of my life. I'm not just quite sure, but I'll know it. There's just a feeling I get like, yeah, that's it, and my mind will start really thinking about it.
Okay.
And I'm the kind of person that I don't solve it in the moment all the time, but I
Hmm.
like to think about it, and then really, that's when I can complete it. So it's that
Okay.
thinking field.
Okay. So so thinking feeling. What other word could you give me to describe that feeling that's more of like a traditional feeling word?
I would say it'd be like an aha. It's an Oprah, I guess. Aha.
Okay.
And so I'll
Okay.
say, oh, that's probably it, and that's probably where I needed to be this time.
Okay.
So
So it's a feeling that you either have or you don't have.
right, and it'll
Okay.
just like bing, and I'll like, ew, that's what I've been missing
Okay.
in what I've been trying to do at this point.
Okay, because it sounds like you do have a schedule, right? Like, because you're in that you're spending your time on the things that are important to you. It's just not, and it's very flexible and maybe a little too flexible, not quite what you want it to be yet. So you don't have this aha feeling.
Right. I'm
Okay.
not. I'm feeling like I'm having deficits in some
Yeah.
areas, and then get a little too distracted, and not
Yeah.
committing to certain things when I say them right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And not committing to things that are important to you too,
Right.
which is totally understandable, when there's a lot of things that are important to you and,
Yeah.
you just are creating the space right now for everything to have a space, if you know what I mean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is when I made the shift from working full, at a regular schedule to this, you think, oh, it'll be easier to get back and to have a life balance, right?
Hmm.
And it actually hasn't been as easy as I thought it was going to be
Yeah.
about trying to create that life balance.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it's one of those things that makes total sense that you were used to operating in a very certain way for so many years that um you wouldn't just magically operate in a different way, but I know you, so I can say that like you're well on your way, to having this all solved and worked out for you.
Yeah, and I think it's just thank you for that. I think
Hmm.
it's just evolution, though. It's just
Hmm.
like you said. I just thought it was just going to be. I just had this unrealistic expectation, apparently, that it's just going to be easier than really what it
Yeah.
is. And I need to, and I'm reaching points especially with the business side of this, of where I'm really like feeling like the workload is just starting to pile,
Mm.
and I'm really not. I don't have any formation of a plan
Yeah.
to address it.
Yeah.
And really, right now, it is about this cutting up the time to say this is when I do this.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Okay, well, when thinking about this aha,
Uh
moment
huh.
in particular, why is that important to you?
It's it's almost like just what I just said,
Mhm.
where I just am feeling this feeling of the pile starting to just really get high,
Mhm.
and I
Mhm.
am not. It's like I just keep having this attitude of, well, I'll just get to it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it
Mhm.
later, and then I'm still not addressing all these things and getting it going.
Yeah.
So, and it's important to me for my business side And then when I don't feel like I'm doing something, then it affects my wellness side because I'm thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I should be committing this time to other things.
Mhm.
And then the social side too, because I'm feeling like, when you get that nagging stuff in your head and you think, well, maybe I should be somewhere else. And you start thinking I'm
Mm.
not being present of where I'm at. I'm
Mm.
just thinking a lot about the pot.
Yeah. Yeah, so in it's almost like the stress builds when you're not
Sure.
not spending time on the things you know you need to spend times on. And then it starts like that stress boils over into other areas of your life where it's not supposed to be stressful or it wasn't
Right.
stressful before. Yeah. So the aha moment will let you know that you're working away from creating your own like stress ball and more towards a stress-free approach to everything.
Yeah, and just really, in I'm kind of a left brain organizational kind of mindset guy
Mm.
anyway. And so once I have my cubes and the things organized, then then I really can run.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Well, what do you think needs to be addressed first?
I think my initial thought is just looking at my week and looking at my schedule and what am I doing,
Mhm.
and then really cutting up, especially for my business side, of really what am I doing here, and when can I really make those commitments of
Mhm.
working, because that's what I'm not doing. I'll say, oh, I'll do it for a couple hours tomorrow,
Mhm.
and then squirrel, and it doesn't take much to get distracted, and I'll just allow myself to get so
Yeah.
distracted.
Yeah.
So I can't tell if it's just a commitment to the schedule. I need a different mindset. I just not sure.
Okay.
Um, so I think we can talk through that. And
Yeah.
see which route makes me feel like, oh, that's more the aha.
Yeah, so I'm hearing several things there. I'm hearing
Okay.
that on the one hand, it would be helpful to look at your week as a whole and find space for where you could, say yes to working on your coaching business. And I'm also hearing that we could investigate your motivation to work on the coaching business so that maybe when you come to that time in your week or your day and there's a nut that gets know, thrown, you maybe don't become a squirrel.
Literally like just a little ball of yarn, and I just get really distracted.
Well, now you're a cat, but yeah.
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 And as you said that, so that's correct.
Okay.
And as you said it, I think a good place then to start is just with the schedule.
Okay.
And I think that might have a link into maybe my attitude, but we
Okay.
can really just, if we work on the schedule,
Mhm.
and I feel like we work on the schedule, it might lead into a better mindset for me.
Okay. Sure, we can start there. Absolutely. So, um, I mean, how often would you like to work on your coaching practice?
Oh, that's a good question, and I think um, I'm just I know it's not going to be 40 hours a week. I know that
Mhm.
because I do like the flexibility and where I'm at and what the clients I have now, and those types of things. There's I have quite a bit of space, and
Mhm.
so um, I think I'm looking to organize my space better. Maybe looking at during the work week. I'm actually really trying to leave my weekends kind of open, if that makes
Mhm.
sense,
Mhm.
even though I'm working from home. I mean, it's just
Mhm.
that's why this is such a different mindset. I'm like, well, I still wake up at work, and then I go to bed at work, and then on the weekends I still wake up where I work,
Mhm.
and so it's just kind of an odd thing. I'm still getting used to that, I guess,
Mhm.
is kind of my
Mhm.
thought. So I think I want to look at my week based on commitments of blocks of time,
Mhm.
and I'm a very visual kind of person, and so I think I'm also wanting some sort of new um, technique, because I don't think I'm doing that well. I'm only using whatever Apple gives me on my calendar, and I just kind of use it that way. And I don't think it's flowing for me well, and I don't know what other things I could look at too as well.
Okay. Um, so I'm a Windows person, so I'm not, very handy with Mac. And I'm confident that when you sit down to address that with your calendar that you'll figure it out for sure.
Okay.
I'm sure there's some way to really bring in that what the key insight that I heard from you is a visual representation of that block of time.
Right.
Um, so
Let me go get a calendar.
oh yeah, yeah,
have a
absolutely.
calendar, and I haven't been using it for my work this type of scheduling, but I
Oh,
can use
okay.
it here. Really, I've been doing a lot of it online, and so I can't really access that right now because we're
Sure.
talking.
Yeah,
So,
sure. I love the
and this is
problem
kind of
solving.
what I look for in things. I hope you can see this. Where I just like big overviews. Can you see that okay?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And so you can see the whole week as a whole.
Yep.
I think what I'm looking for is to look at something like that and start chopping up
Mhm.
days, half days, or something about this
Mhm.
is work. This is when I go to my wellness stuff.
Mhm.
This is for clients, some client time,
Mhm.
and then also some, I guess, my own discovery time and my work time. So,
Yeah. Okay, so knowing that calendars can be a flexible tool, which is one of the
right.
things you were looking for, at this moment, how where would you like to place like at least one chunk of time that you can dedicate to your coaching practice for the next week?
So knowing my week, so I guess we'll. Do you want to just? I guess we can go through each day, right?
Yeah,
I guess.
whatever you want to do.
Because I kind of have I'm used to my day being, my weeks being somewhat typical,
Mhm.
even though they flex quite a bit.
Mhm.
So I know and one thing I should say about myself is I'm a morning energy person.
Mhm.
So I am the most effective in the morning about getting stuff done.
Mhm.
And then I'm not too bad in the afternoon. It's like I'm always most effective after I sleep. So it's in the
Mhm.
morning when I wake up, and
Mhm.
then sometimes if I take a nap after lunch, take a quick snooze, and then I'm ready to go right after that.
Mhm.
And they correlate with my workout wellness times because that's when
Mhm.
I feel the energy. So I'm really looking to for those moments like that to have to be at the high energy because that's what I'm
Mhm.
not doing. This is a good discussion because
Mhm.
that is I'm realizing this right now. That is what I'm not doing. So my focus is on when I have that good energy, I go work out.
Yeah.
And by the time I do all that and get, you know, eat, rehydrate, do all the stuff I'm supposed to do, and then I get to my what I thought was I come in my time to work hours, then I'm like, well, I don't want to do that now because I just don't have that same energy.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
okay, that actually helps me quite a bit just in that
Mhm.
about thinking about this.
Yeah, I actually could see a little aha moment happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a little bit of aha because I'm realizing I'm not taking my energy moments in the mornings
Mhm.
where I really could be effective with my work.
Mhm. So how might you do that?
Well, I think I still want to go back through each day. So,
Mhm.
and thinking about this, and let's just see how it plays out. And I'm going to track it on my calendar.
Sounds great.
And what I'm thinking is I can just split days, if that makes any sense, and to maybe create a kind of an overview kind of schedule,
Okay.
right? So I know on Monday mornings, um, I have wellness stuff in the morning. So I know that that's going to be wellness stuff.
Mhm.
So I'm going to leave that alone. But then the afternoon, I generally have pretty open, which is a good block for work.
Mhm.
But what I just said about myself is that literally means do I schedule in a nap?
Mhm.
I mean,
Mhm.
I guess I do, huh? Because I need, or else I'm not going to get that, I'm not going to have that boost of energy
Yeah.
like I typically have in
Yep.
order to do it, right?
Sounds like a great thing to at least try
Right.
and test out.
Yeah, my mother's gonna be. My mother would have been so proud of me. I'm scheduling a nap. So that's okay. So and then I'll put work stuff in the afternoon. And really, what I should think about this is I should really do it like 2 to 4. Put a schedule,
Mhm.
right? I mean, like actual hours.
Mhm. Okay.
What do you think about that?
Well, what do you think? What's making you think that that's a good idea?
I Yeah, it's a good idea because without for me that literal commitment of that I'll start here and end here
Mhm.
because yeah, that's another good thing. Because right now, when I just say I'll do it in the afternoon, I don't know when I'm starting and I don't know
Mhm.
when I'm finishing.
Yeah.
And then, and then when can other things fit in, right?
Mhm.
With
Mhm.
all the other parts of my life. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like if you have a firm end time, then you can be like, "Oh no, yarn. Like I will
Yeah.
get to you at 3 p.m."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to roll the yarn in the
Yeah.
corner
Yeah.
until a certain time. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So I like that. So
Okay.
Monday, the morning is wellness, and then the afternoon will be work
Mhm.
from 2 to 4.
After a nap, yeah?
And I did put down the nap. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go to Tuesday.
Mhm.
Looks like my morning will be. I know I have a client in the morning, or yeah. So the morning will be work.
Mhm.
So I can do that at from 9 to 11, and it really sounding just as we're going through this, these
Yeah.
2 hour blocks are sounding really intriguing to me. Where I have the energy for 2 hours, then I'm good, and I know I
Great.
can get quite a bit done in that. And I'll leave,
Yeah.
and then I guess the afternoon is just wellness or open.
Mhm.
See, I didn't have to put a nap in,
Nope.
so
But
else.
it's always an option.
Yeah, that's true. Um, and so I always have usually on a Wednesday, I have a webinar,
Mhm.
that I have to attend. And so I really can look towards the morning again and do work and then attend a webinar.
Mhm.
And then that's it. And then the rest of the day's open.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
You're on a roll.
Yay. Look, we're already to Thursday.
I know. Job almost done.
Yeah. Um, I have to work with this lady on this TV show sometimes on Thursdays
Yeah.
in the afternoon.
She's awful.
All right, so I will do the work in the afternoon,
Mhm.
same time period, 2 to 4, and then I will do. See, I'm not sure yet. So I'm gonna leave Friday open because I'm not sure yet with my
Mhm.
other. I have another client coming on board.
Okay.
Not sure where the regularity will going to be, but
Okay.
actually this will help because I'm going to have some sense of when I can fit those in and fit
Mhm.
other things in.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so it sounds like Friday then being open is uh, a big chunk of flexibility, which is one of the
Yeah,
qualities you wanted in this in your
yeah.
schedule.
Actually, on Thursdays, my wellness has to be in the morning. Now that I think about it, so actually that works out.
Perfect.
And then Friday, it is. I'll just leave it. I'll leave Friday, Saturday, and Sunday open, um, because now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks of time for
Mhm.
my work and
Mhm.
really focus on my work.
Right.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Great. So, um I mean it sounds like we've already had like we've come up with a plan, which is what you wanted from all of this.
Yeah,
And that go ahead.
yeah. And I actually had a couple ahas during it, and I think you recognized them. One
Mhm.
about this. this energy, where my energy is at, and when to utilize it the best.
Mhm.
And that includes if I have to take take some downtime and then
Mhm.
get to it. And then also recognizing I need to structure this in such a heavy manner that really writing 2 to 4
Mhm.
will help me kind of stay on track and then
Mhm.
allow me to kind of work around all that
Mhm.
and just focused on that, and then I'm done. I like
Yeah.
that feel.
Great. Great. So in other words, sorry. In other words, having a firm end time was a solution to the obstacle of getting that nebulous distraction of, oh, well, I don't know how long work is going to take, so I better not do it because I want to do this.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And just saying that, looking at it and saying, listen, all I got to do is it's 3:15. I just
Mhm.
got to go to 4. So
Mhm.
just hang
Mhm.
in there for another 45 minutes,
Mhm.
and then you're done,
Mhm.
and everything's buttoned up, and then you can go on to some other things in your life.
Great. Yeah. So I'm really curious, Tom. What other things might come up for you that derail this plan, or that could derail the plan?
Well, there's just the inherent fear of just starting this business, and
Mm.
I've never really started a business, so I know that that comes up, and
Mhm.
that's about a that's probably like a 2 day show. I mean, like literally 48 hours. I mean, just those fears.
Yeah.
But having a block of time like this to help myself sit there to say, okay, start thinking, start doing, start working on it.
Mhm.
I think as I evolve through this and commit to this schedule, then the fears generally will come down
Mm.
because I'm actually addressing them. I'm going after something, and
Mhm.
I love Brene Brown. She writes about your gremlins or whatever. Shame cannot stay if you talk about it or if you
Yeah.
address it, right?
So
And that's
true.
what I'm feeling here.
Yeah.
Is that my fears, my shame, or whatever it is, can't hide because I'm actually going to be working towards that goal. So I like that
Yeah.
part.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's like this kind of power in the schedule you've just set up because all like you've set up a block of time. So your brain can't really go, "Oh, I don't want to show up to that block of time," because it's just this open thing to just to show up to. Whereas if you were like, "Oh, on Monday during that time, I am writing my manifesto,"
Yeah,
the fear might go, "Oh, no, you're not. You're going to go get pizza."
yeah,
Or whatever.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's the other thing that kind of comes up is that just what you were just saying, that with it just kind of structured, and I can take these little blocks of time, and I've done that before when I've organized other things where I used to work at, and you just take the block out and move the block, and you can move it over here. And so I
Mhm.
like having blocks of time,
Mhm.
and that's I don't know if I can show you where I literally wrote a line in between
Mm.
mornings and afternoons
Mhm.
so that I can take a block and move the block around if I need to, right? So if
Yeah.
something happens and I need to address that a client needs and they need to move schedules of things, then I
Yeah.
really can move it into my wellness, but then I move my wellness to someplace
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. I mean, that's excellent that you just did another layer of flexibility there. And it sounds like with your Friday currently open that's you can move one from one day if some emergency comes up and still know that you can get it done on Friday.
Yes, and
Yeah.
actually, that for where I'm at in my business, that's actually a good thing because I'm starting to have like lunches to meet people
Mhm.
or to kind of network and things, and
Right.
actually I like that a lot. I feel like I can do that, or if it opens up on a Tuesday, then I can move my Tuesday block to Friday and
Yep.
move my Tuesday.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, I like this.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like you do.
Then I have the whole weekend off.
I know. And the weekend's coming up.
Yes, and I just have to say, right now I have the greatest boss ever. So
Yeah, right? he's
yeah,
he's a pretty cool guy.
yeah, he's okay.
um, well, how are you feeling about all of this?
I am feeling really good. I know it's when we actually went through this. I mean, I was really this has been bothering me for a long
Uh-huh.
time, and now when we actually went through it, it was like, oh, this looked pretty simple. I just
Right?
don't know why. I just had this block with it where
Yeah.
I'm like, I couldn't, there's something with this that I didn't feel like I could create this on my own
Mhm.
and really commit to it.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
now when I see it in front of me, in front of with paper and all that, I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this.
Yeah.
This is not that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about you, but like it's almost like that ahas like are always like, why didn't I think of this sooner?
Right.
Like it's more like a duh,
Yeah.
than a
It's just like it's so simple. It was
yeah.
hard, I guess.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know. And
yeah.
because I know me enough where I know what it takes because I'm left brain oriented, right? So
Mhm.
when I can see it on paper and I can see the blocks and that I have the freedom to move blocks, whatever, but
Mhm.
generally my week is like this. I love patterns and I
Mhm.
love
Mhm.
consistency, and this
Mhm.
is what I get. And
Good.
so again, I'm like, I thought we were going to talk about this a lot longer. I was like, oh,
Yeah, right?
I'm really good about this.
No, this is a great example of a 30-minute coaching session,
Yeah,
because we're like
that's
basically
great.
we are on the dot for 30 minutes.
Oh,
Um, so I think one last little piece here is what kind of accountability would you like around this new schedule?
I think I was just thinking about that myself, and so I know I think I'm going to work off actually put especially my work blocks in my phone. So just like
Mhm.
there any other commitment that I have.
Mhm.
And so when I wake up in the morning, I look like what I got going today, what am I doing, and then I like on Monday I'm going to see from 2 to 4 I
Mhm.
got my work commitment and how I title that will be important. I got to think about how I'm going to do this. Maybe business. I don't know. I got to think about the title for that to say this is just means
Mhm.
maybe it's build your business. That's what
Mhm.
it is,
Mhm.
and build my business time. And maybe that's the title. And when I see that, I'm like, okay, I know
Yep.
at 2 o'clock I'm doing this, and then at 4 I'm done.
Yeah, it sounds like that title captures that open space that you were wanting, where you can just show
Yeah,
up, and if you got to air the gremlin, you can air the gremlin. You do whatever you need to do to build the business.
yeah. And
Yeah.
it is not coincidence that at 4 o'clock I end, and then happy hour is mostly starting at 4. But that's totally another session.
Do
So
you stay at home for happy hour as well, or do you go
no,
out? Well, very
uh,
cool, Tom.
no, I like this a lot. This will, and I like the flexibility. And like what I like is some mornings I'm doing my work from home,
Mhm.
and some days I'm doing it in the afternoon. I
Yeah,
love that too. I love that.
that's great.
It's not exactly the same all the time.
That's great.
Huh? Good.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you again so very much for doing this with me and for just jumping in.
Yeah.
Really, really
No, thank
appreciate it.
you. I mean, really, this helped. I mean,
Yeah,
this has been a real issue for me.
yeah, yeah,
As silly as it sounds, but yet here I got somewhere. So I love that. So
yeah.
thank you. Appreciate
Awesome.
you.
Yeah, of course. Of course. And we will connect soon.
Okay,
All
I'll talk
right.
to you. See you again.
Okay. Okay, bye,
Bye.
Tom. All right, guys. Let's see if I can. Oh, look at that. Almost a seamless transition, and my mic is still working. So, yeah, that was, a pretty cool, straightforward example of coaching. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes like what Tom experienced, it's something that seems really, really simple to maybe us watching it, but it's not so simple to the person who brings it into a coaching session. We all get stuck on what we get stuck on. So yeah, that was certainly fun to do, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't get to check in with chat like at all during coaching because I'm focusing for sure on um yeah. Yes. Hi. Hello, Mrs. Scott Evans. Yeah. So yeah, it was just good. Um, so normally, whoa, see, what am I doing on to you guys? I did not anticipate that. Normally I would have another session right now, so you guys could get, um, you could just get more, get exposed to more types of people and more issues and that kind of stuff. I don't have anything scheduled today. I wasn't sure if I don't really know what people bring to me ahead of time, so I had really no idea if Tom's issue would take 30 minutes or an hour, so I didn't want to schedule another person with him. And I mean, I feel like I have gone through everything I wanted to cover today, so I may actually end the broadcast a little early, which is totally cool with me, and it looks like that would be fine with you guys. So I just thank you so much for tuning in. You know, like I was really looking forward to doing this slash really terrified to do this. I've been working on getting it up and going now for maybe a month. Whenever the last TwitchCon ended, I had my own aha moment where I was like, why am I not doing resiliency on Twitch? Which then I was like, well, you, of course. Like, why didn't you think of that sooner? But that happened with this last TwitchCon, so I've been preparing ever since then, and I was gonna launch it last week, and wouldn't you believe it, the night before my stream, my computer died, and I had to get a new computer. Yeah, so that set me back a pretty penny, but it's all worth it. Um, so yeah, thank you guys so much. I've been really excited, and thank you, Mrs. Scott Evans. I'm super happy you were here and that you're participating, and you know I love you. Um, yeah, just thank you for all the love and support from everybody who's already followed my channel, for you guys that have been viewing today. I cannot wait to see how this channel changes and grows over time with you guys. So with that being said, until next week, you guys, stay true and never settle. All right. Peace out.